All right, so I think this is the last question from the ones that you sent me. And again, I apologize for taking so long to get back to you. I've just been having some real severe back problems and I haven't been able to work as much. For this question, I'm going to give you my opinion on this one. In the first case, if we have 47% of the people and we have a margin of error plus or minus 4.6%, then what that gives us is our mean is going to be less than or equal to 47 plus 4.6, so 51.4 or 51.6%, okay? And then it's also going to be greater than or equal to 47 minus 4.7, so that's 42.4%. In the second piece of information that they give us, they say the second pole, 39 is the mean, with a margin of error of plus or minus 3.5. So if we add 3.5 onto 39, we're at 42.5 for the upper boundary. And if we subtract it from 39, we're at 35.5 for the lower boundary. Now there's a little bit of overlap right here between the two. And so that makes it an interesting problem. My opinion on this one would be that the two poles we cannot use the two poles, the results from the two poles, because the spread is too far away in terms of the confidence interval for both poles. Even though there's a tiny little bit of overlap, it's only a 0.1% overlap between the 4.25 and the 42.4 and the 42.5, and that we cannot, we have to conclude that both poles cannot be correct. That I think that the correspondent confidence intervals do not overlap. And again, that's my opinion. This one's a difficult question because there's a slight bit of overlap, and so it's hard to say. But because these results are so different, I would think that we can't trust both of the polls here in this survey. You may have more information in your notes from your lectures, and maybe possibly an example similar to this where your professor has indicated what they want you to conclude when you get this kind of thing happening. Since I don't have that information available, it's hard for me to say with any certainty exactly what they're looking for you to answer for this problem. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm not entirely confident. That's not meant to be a play on words for the confidence interval, but I'm not entirely confident on my answer on this one. I'm just going with my gut feeling that both of the survey results are too different to be related.